Hello again folks, and welcome to another episode of GR102. In this episode we're looking at back button focusing with the GR3 and the GR3X. This is a GR3 model I'm using for this demo, and we're going to take a look at how you set it up and why you would want to use it. In street photography, sometimes I like to do something called camping. That is when I find a particular spot, get it in focus, and then wait for something to happen in that spot. And then I will take a shot. Back button focusing reduces the amount of time to take the shot and get it accurate and sharp because it doesn't need to refocus. Back button focusing puts the focusing system, your autofocusing system, onto a rear button. So you're not using snap, you're using autofocus, but it's putting it onto a rear button. Now, that doesn't sound like much of a benefit if you only think in those terms, but watch this. I'm going to focus on Vincent and Salvador there now, and I need to press the FM button. That. Now we're focused on Salvador, and it sticks to him. It's not tracking, but the focus plane, the distance from the sensor to Salvador's face, is now fixed. If I move over here again now, it will not refocus, but it will keep Salvador in focus. If I hit the shutter button now and take a shot, notice it didn't refocus when I pressed the shutter button. Even if I do it nice and slow, like that, it's not refocusing as I hit the shutter button. In fact, it's not focusing at all when I hit the shutter button. Let's just check playback on that image now, and zoom in and see if we did indeed get Salvador nice and sharp. And there he is. He is indeed very sharp. Now, one more demo. We're going to do it again now. I'm in shooting mode now. Like that. And we're going to focus on the box now over there. I'm going to change my angle slightly so that I've got Salvador and Vincent in the way. Change my angle. Use the FM button again to focus on the box. Like that. That is now in focus. If I take a shot of Salvador now, you see, he's not in focus and it's not refocusing. Go back to the box, take a shot. That's in focus and sharp. Press the playback button, zoom in, and there you can see the books are lovely and sharp. So that is back button focusing. You achieve focus, it locks focus and it stays there. And if you're in a camping street situation where you've found a nice spot, there's something across the street that you want to photograph when a person walks into the area, when you've got a good subject going on, you can pre-focus with your back button focusing. Make sure that your shutter button does not change the focus, does not readjust it, and then you take the shot where it's already pre-focused. So it's a bit like snap focus, but it's a very precise distance. You are telling the camera not just 2 meters or 3 meters or 5, you're telling the camera exactly where to focus, and then it locks on and it stays there. Now we're going to go upstairs now into the office and take a top-down view, and I'll show you how to set that up. So here we are. Let's see how we set that up. It doesn't matter which shooting mode you're in, aperture priority. Right now I'm still in P mode. So let's go in the menu. First of all, we need to stop the shutter button trying to refocus when we press halfway. So we've got to remove autofocus from the shutter button. Okay, we go in the menu, we go onto the custom menu C, we go onto the second page, customize controls, and we go down and we find right in the middle there, shutter button setting. I'm going to select that, and all I've got is auto exposure lock now. So auto exposure lock has been moved up to the shutter button away from the FM button. This is where I usually have it when I'm not shooting like this. Normally the shutter button setting would be enable autofocus. We've moved that off, so we've got auto exposure instead, and that's the first setting we need to confirm. Then we need to change what the FM button will do. So we go to the FM button setting, press OK there, and we say the very first option, FM button setting, is now enable autofocus, and that would usually be on the half press. So that's that, and that means now when I press the shutter button, it will just take a shot. It doesn't wait for the half press, and the half press does nothing. Actually, using the FM button focuses the camera, but when I release it, that focus stays exactly where it was, and taking the shot will not adjust anything. So it keeps that distance. It's like fine-tuning snap photography or snap focus. Okay, so that's how you do back button focusing and why you do back button focusing with the Ricoh GR3 and the GR3X. Bye for now. See you in the next one.